What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm not proud to admit this, but you know, I'm messing around with the Total Auto Solutions Hyper Clean lineup. I have the soap, degreaser, wheel cleaner, and interior cleaner. So I was trying out these siphons because I didn't want to do the spigots on these caps here because I wanted to be able to stack these. And you know, leave a comment below if you have a better solution, because I'm sure there's a ton of better solutions. But I've been stacking these, and I still can't find a way correctly to get it out of the container into my smaller spray bottles. So basically I was like, screw it, it's only 5 gallons, it's not that heavy. So what I'm doing is I opened both ends so that I didn't have the pressurized issue, and it was gonna blub 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 blub, and it's actually working. So I'm gonna show you real quick what I did with that. And what I'm hoping is I'm gonna put interior cleaner in that bottle, wheel cleaner in that bottle. I'm gonna find another bottle somewhere for the degreaser, and I'm gonna put the soap in my wash bucket and possibly my spray foam. I'm not gonna pull out the pressure washer for this. Basically, I'm just gonna wash the wife's car real quick. I just wanna see how the soap feels, if it feels like it's slick, has some lubricity to it. I wanna see how the wheel cleaner does, spray the degreaser on the tires and see how that does. And obviously the interior cleaner, the whole inside. I'm gonna spray things down and see how it goes. So I can give all of these a quick demonstration, see how I like them, especially considering I have 20 gallons of product here. I'm kind of hoping I really like them. So we'll see how it goes. Now I know, just get the spigots and stop. What I might do is get a second cap to put the spigots on and just leave it stored like that. But what I am noticing is when I tilt it, this is why I didn't want the spigots, it's because when they're laying this way, people were telling me the seals were going. So when I was shaking these up, I am noticing that it is leaking a tiny bit. So I wanted to keep it vertical. So if this is just a simple thing where it's like once in a while I have to pour 5 gallons worth of stuff into a container with my funnel, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to complain about that, and I don't have to worry about doing transfer siphons and all this crap, because it's getting all over the place. It got on my shoe, and I'm kind of annoyed, but thank God that was interior cleaner and not wheel cleaner, because I would have been extra annoyed. Rambling, let me show you how I'm pouring this, and then let's get into using these and just see how we like it. So like I said, I've got a little bottle. Now it's about halfway filled or whatever. What you're doing is, like I said, it's not really that heavy. You just gotta be careful. This is a good way to pour it. First time I did it, I forgot to take this cap off, and it did that whole thing because obviously it blub 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 blub, and then it stopped, and then it got all over the place, thus the towel, which is cool. And I don't want to waste this because, to be honest with you, I actually kind of like the scent of this. I'm hoping it does some good interior cleaning, because this is such a cool product to have, and in such a bulk form, I would thoroughly enjoy that. But cap off, and you just lift it up. And don't spill like I just did. And basically, you're just pouring. So, obviously you gotta be careful when you're pouring. You're gonna get stuff on there. I really feel like I've got plenty in there now. So, I'm just gonna wipe everything off, put the caps back on, and we're gonna see how the other ones pour. I'm sure they're gonna be just as fun. The wheel cleaner, I'm so eager to pour, because that's probably going to be a lovely shit show of epic proportions here. It's really not like heavy. I just don't want to spill cleaner. I'm gonna spill some. That's why I have this old towel anyway. It's a garbage towel, but I'm definitely gonna spill some because it's filled. Wow, I did that without spilling much. Alright, so that's the solution. That is the solution. So disregard my request for a solution. I have my own solution, and I'm okay with it because these stack really nicely without anything on the top, any extra on the top. As you can see, it's all wiggly wiggly, but if I had a spigot, I wouldn't be able to store it that way. I know I'm complaining about absolutely nothing, but that's what I do in this channel. Get used to it. So this was a little bit more difficult to pour, but I've got 3 ounces. I don't know how much I'm supposed to put in here, to be honest with you. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got wheel cleaner, we got degreaser, we got interior cleaner. We're gonna use this completely last because I wanna see what's going on. We're gonna clean the wheels and tires first, and then we're gonna try out the soap, see how I like the lubricity and see how I like how it suds. Hopefully it suds pretty decently, and then we'll go from there. As per usual, it's windy outside, so I'm sure the footage is gonna be phenomenal. I don't destroy my camera, but first on the tires, see what that does. First couple sprays obviously are just gonna be completely ridiculously dog shit. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. I feel like I'm starting an old car. Come on. Let's go. What is happening right now? Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Yeah. Imagine buying a piece of shit Quasar and having to put this junk sprayer on it just to make it work. Fucking cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's spray these tires down. I doubt they're that dirty because I try to keep the car decently clean. Not really showing much of the cleaning ability because I didn't have a really dirty tire. But rinses off easy. Wow, hold on. Wow. This tire is super squeaky clean. What? Okay. Maybe that did a lot more than I thought it did. Alright, so now let's try this wheel cleaner. Hopefully this sprayer works. Oh, what do you know? That works. So, we're gonna... So this isn't like the typical reactive iron whatever. This is just one of those wheel cleaners that you're gonna just use and hopefully it works. I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot of like sudsy stuff, but it is pulling off dirt. So there's that. But not for nothing, water and scrubbing could pull off dirt, realistically, if we want to get that technical. So like I said, those are squeaky clean, and the actual wheels look pretty good, but again, they weren't like super dirty or anything. So yeah, I mean, it's hard to gauge. I don't really have like a super dirty car, but as far as stuff like this goes, it's gonna be, for me, ease of use. Is it economical? Yeah, it is. It's nice. It's doing a job. Definitely this, I never had that happen on any degreaser I used so far, so that's pretty sweet. But let me finish these wheels, and then we're gonna get onto the shampoo portion of this and see how we like that. I'm hoping that's a winner. This is a lot better to use. I feel like the brush wasn't quite doing it for me. This is much nicer for me. You know, usually I do a foam pre-rinse and all that jazz, but I'm not gonna do that this time. I have a bucket with 6 ounces in here, probably 4 gallons, 3.5 gallons of water, so quite a concentrate. I'm gonna see how it foams up, suds up, and then we're just gonna wash the car. We got lower panels, upper panels. We're gonna see how it does, completely like unprepared for a wash. Totally ready, just throw it on a dirty paint and go. Almost completely forgot to do this part. Whoa, holy Christ. Holy Christ. Oh, baby. Definitely got water on the lens again. So there is protection on this car. I put Ultra Lock Plus. So it's not like there's nothing on here, but I'm just giving it a quick little wet. We're gonna try the hood, even though the sun just decided to come out right now, right as I'm about to. Oh, that's a lot of, holy smokes. Holy smokes, Batman. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. White paint. Can't see much of anything, but very, very sudsy. I'm gonna have to try on the side panel. So this is pretty nuts. Let me try here, see if we can get a better visual. Right here. It's definitely sudsy. Feels slick on the paint, but you can't judge that though, because the paint has protection. Let me finish washing a couple panels and see if I can give a more of opinion. Okay, just finished the wash, dried it off. Gonna finish the interior up a little bit. I usually do the interior first, but I knew it was gonna start getting a little extra sunny out and I wanted to knock it out, and kind of did it just in time because now it's like starting to get a little hot out there. So here's my take on things, because I have to be honest with you. The soap left my hands pretty dry. Not a great thing for me. I don't like that. It felt like it had lubricity during the wash. It didn't suds up as much as I thought it was going to when I started noticing it more, but the paint... See, this is where it starts to get tricky. We applied Ultralock Plus about, I don't even know, for sure at least 6 months ago. So it's definitely on its last leg as far as I'm concerned. Paint's in perfect condition, but it's not anywhere near what it was. Now, it is time for me to put a topper on, and I'm going to be putting Oberk Defense Gel on here like I did on my Tahoe. So either way, it was fine. But my fear is one of two things. I either put way too much, 6 ounces, into that bucket, which I'm thinking might be the case, because, you know, even though they tell you those 32 ounces makes 5 gallons, you can dilute it even further based on your needs. So for instance, I don't need to use the interior cleaner. Like, I'm going to try the interior cleaner in a few seconds. I'm going to film that also, but I don't need to use that at full strength per their dilution. I can dilute it further, half or even greater diluted. Same thing with the soap. So I could just use way less. Maybe because it's a hyper concentrate, that was the issue. It cleaned the hell out of the paint though. I could tell you right now, the paint is super clean, super clean. So being that this is definitely, by the smell of this, a citrus based type cleaner, I would say that this is a very good stripper. Not, you know, the pole dancing kind, but this is a very good wax or sealant type stripper if you need it, which definitely adds to the usefulness of it, and I'm excited to have that. Wheel cleaner definitely did a very good job, and the tire cleaner went to town. It was stupid good. You know, it doesn't feel like there's anything on the tires. I feel confident that they are prepped and cleaned for dressing, which is all you could really ask for. So far, I'm happy with everything. This, I'm gonna have to visit back at a later time to find out. I guarantee I overused the product because I kind of just wanted to see, but then as I'm using it, I'm thinking, hyper concentrate, yeah, this is the one product where when they say concentrate, you need to believe it, and you gotta be careful with your ratios. You know, maybe over diluted more, if I would suggest anything. So, you know, being that this is my wife's mobile and houses 2 children, the interior's got to get taken care of. Nothing crazy, but you know, this paint it's nice. The car came out very clean. So what I'm gonna do is give this vehicle a very good vacuum, and then I'm gonna use the interior cleaner on all touch surfaces, my cup holders in here, after I vacuum up what appears to be brownie remnants. And we're gonna see. I have high hopes for it. It smells good. I'm hoping the interior cleaner works out because it does smell pretty good. It's got a nice fresh scent. It doesn't have some like weird fruity tooty, like weird scent that I don't like. But yeah, I gotta, you know, dry off the door jambs and everything else. But yeah, let's see what happens. I just wanted to make sure I was completely transparent with the soap. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I feel like there's a big battle coming for shampoos. I've got the GSF, Kutch Chemi just came out with another one. Sonax is great. My Optimum has always been my go-to, but I do have the G-Technic G-Wash. I had that too until that just fell. But I don't have any matte paint. But we're gonna start doing other videos. I eventually need to find out what's gonna be my go-to, but definitely very little protection, if any, on this paint right now. So I'm going to give it one nice wipe down with a panel prep and hit it with some defense gel, and I think it'll bring all kinds of life back into it because I absolutely love that product. But let's finish off this interior. Okay guys, so interior is all vacuumed now, so what I'm going to do is try to hold this cloth. I'm going to spray some interior cleaner here. Again, it smells nice. I'm gonna see I like it. I'm not like extra picky when it comes to, you know, the interior cleaner. One of my biggest pet peeves is gonna be if it makes it feel really gross, like dried out or sticky or any of that stuff. And the other thing is obviously, does it clean? That's gonna be okay. So the wipe down after feels nice and smooth. But it means nothing until I go through. That's a shadow, don't worry about that. But feels nice, smells good, and it wasn't too strong of a dilution, because I think I would have saw more sudsy. Let's see about the dash. Go through here. Well, there's some suds, but then they disappear real quick. So I know there's cleaners on here. When you go over it with the second towel, it feels really smooth. It's nice. Nothing. Feels good. There's no like greasy feeling, and it's not like dried out either. That was my obviously main concern after soap, but again, that could just be my fault. So here's another important one. How's it feel on the steering wheel? Oh wow. Wow. Nice and clean. Nice and clean. Actually, I really like this. You know what this, I mean, I really like the Gyeon interior detailer as of late. I'm not gonna lie, like I've been kind of like obsessed with that. Specifically because what I feel is it leaves a nice slick feeling. Let's see what this does. No issues so far. Screen feels nice and clean. I think the trick is you just got to make sure you have a second towel, because I think I could see people messing this up a little bit, but cleaning it very nicely. I could see it getting messed up a little bit. See that little mark there? I could see somebody definitely trying to go over this with a towel that's not quite dry enough and not able to buff off all of the product, and possibly complaining about a residue. I feel like that's a strong possibility, but then again, that's really not like a fair complaint, because, you know, as the end user, yes, we need to make sure that we're taking the precautions here, and you know, I don't want to end up with stuff on my my trim. See, that's nice though. That's piano black. I know that looks like a mirror, but it's not. That's that horrendous piano black. That's scary as all hell. But that's very nice. I like that. Not gonna lie, so far this might be my favorite, followed closely by the degreaser. That degreaser is something. I like it a lot. I would say wheel cleaner after that so far, and soap fourth. I have a lot of soap, shampoo, and I don't know, maybe I just wasn't wowed by it. Maybe that was it, because of not diluting it enough or something, but I don't know. That's last for me. So, vehicle's dried, panel prepped, everything's ready. So, we're gonna throw that good stuff on. I love this. And we got ourselves an applicator. I don't want that one. Fin savers are the way to go. Honestly, I love them. So, cool thing about this product, you just apply it, you let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes, and you wipe it off. You look for some sweating, and it's pretty good. So, I'm gonna put this on, and we'll conclude this video. Okay, this is what we got. Final product. Final discussion time too. Super slick, super slick. Like I said, that interior cleaner, very good. I highly recommend that. Everything feels nice, soft to the touch, very exciting. Doesn't streak, doesn't have too much suds going on, just enough where I can feel like it does have some cleaners in there, and it's good. It's a totally good product. The soap, totally my fault, I believe. 6 ounces, way too much. Next time I'm gonna try 3, but it actually worked to my benefit, because as I said, I did end up putting on some Oberk Defense Gel as a new protection, starting fresh for the winter. So at the end of the day, what ended up happening was a good thing for me. That's why we test. That's why we do testing and check things out. But feels really good. Vehicle is super glossy, and we're good with that. Degreaser, super good. So the interior cleaner and a degreaser, very good products. Not too sure I'm gonna have an opinion just yet on the wheel cleaner. I'm gonna see how that goes, and like I said, the soap, that probably was my fault, but at the very least it's a good stripping medium for me with the wash. I'm gonna try it out at 3 ounces with the 5 gallons and see if that changes anything. But it felt like it had some lubricity, but maybe not what I'm used to with the other stuff. So we'll see. It just might not be for me, and that's fine. You know, I'm not gonna love every product I get. Wheel cleaner, I'm hoping I do like, because 5 gallons, it's really good. So that's it. But yeah, it's the final look. Everything came out nice. If you have any questions about what I used here, just shoot me a message. I'm gonna link down below. They were $25 for 32 ounces, which that was 32 ounces made 5 gallons, but I think they went up in price, so they're somewhere in the $30s or $40 range now for the 32 ounces. Still pretty damn good value if you like those products. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are an OCD OG, I truly appreciate you for stopping by again and being a loyal mofo. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hope everybody's staying happy, healthy, and humble. Be safe.